I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing today? I know what I'm doing today. It's live reacting to WWE Deadline, which is from NXT, and AEW Collision. I am joined by my good buddy, Light Skin Gaijin, on Instagram. I would say TikTok, but that's, well, it is what it is. Gaijin, how are you doing tonight, man?
Hanging in there, man. Doing the
All
best
right,
I can.
Yeah, man, same here. So we got, all right, let me bring up these matches tonight. So for Deadline, I got to freaking zoom this in because they have it. All right, there we go. All right, for the Iron Woman Challenge, we got Wren Sinclair, Giulia, Sol Ruca, Stephanie Vaquer, and Zaria. That might be the match of the night. Just that one. That definitely might be the match of the night. Then we have Lola Vice and Jada Parker. We got Trick Williams and Ridge Holland for the NXT Championship. Then we got in the men's Iron Man Survivor Challenge, Ethan Page, Eddy. Well, actually, Eddy Thorpe isn't in there, so we might have a mystery person.
So Eddy Thorpe got injured or got attacked right at the end of NXT on Tuesday. So
yep. So it's like, who could it be?
Spent time at Nickelodeon Universe.
Yep. And then on Collision, this is a solid Collision. We got 3 matches in the Continental Classic, 2 in the Blue League, 1 in the Gold League. We got Darby Allin and Komander in the Gold League. And in the Blue League, you got Daniel Garcia versus Mark Briscoe. We got Kyle Fletcher versus Kazuchika Okada. And then in the Wrestle Dynasty International Women's Cup Qualifier, we got Willow Nightingale versus Serena Deeb. And this is right up your alley, guys. Mina Shirakawa versus Emi Sakura.
I like that.
Woo, that's gonna be fire. I don't see anything as far as anybody talking.
No, they just showed everybody enjoying the sights of Minneapolis. Trick was in front of a mural of Prince, which is somewhere in downtown. I can't remember if it was downtown or if it was near Paisley Park. But it was a pretty nice little backdrop of Minneapolis, especially when they show like a full view of downtown in the city where you can see US Bank Stadium.
Let me see these comments. Hi, ugly bro.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
Bro fart. Oh wow. You know what? That's an amazing comment, man. You know it's so amazing. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't get people's fascination with like making comments like that.
Everybody got to be a troll.
Like this. Yeah.
Everybody's got a troll.
Like I ain't engaging with you. I'll block you. That's it. I'll block you. I'm not engaging with you. So also guys, fill out tonight's what the hell is with these people, man? $1,000 not to eat for a week. You win. No.
Emma's World, we're doing good.
Let's see. Who will win this year's AEW Continental Classic? The 4 choices are Okada, Ospreay, Shelton Benjamin, and Ricochet. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Who do you think will win this year's AEW Continental Classic? So we're good with the Are you getting a long video package?
Yeah.
They only got 5 matches.
I mean, they've been doing that a lot with
man. And you know what? It goes back to what I was saying a few weeks ago. When I was mentioning that in reality, we in America we need 4 major wrestling promotions, considering how WWE structures their shows and how AEW structures their shows. Of course, everyone say, "No, we need this." I'm like, when you follow, not only watch the product and enjoy the product, but if you see how they structure their shows objectively, you'll
Mm-hmm.
notice, nah, we need at least 2 other big companies for these people to be seen and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than, in the NBA, using that as an example. When it first started, they only had 8 teams, but they were all stacked. So it's like, okay, how do you get more teams, in other cities? You got to expand and everything.
Somebody tell Booker T that the high was 40 degrees here in Minnesota. Why is
What
he
did he
dressed
say?
like he's wearing a scarf like it's 20 degrees outside? No, it's not. I
Oh
went
my
outside
lord.
next week. I was fine.
Oh my lord. Yeah, because right now I thought it was, well, it's been really cold over here. Actually,
You
with
guys
both
got
of us,
that wind. You
yeah,
guys got that wind, and that makes everything colder. But it's
it's
been
just like, whoop.
actually pretty mild today.
Yeah, we had a high
I
of, I checked, 49. Yeah, it's 46 right now, partly
yeah,
cloudy.
the high was about 48, 49 here. So
But the thing is, in Chicago, when it could be 49 here, but when there's wind, it feels 39
yeah.
and it hits. Hey, shout out to Ball Bro. He sent I'm not gonna read this out loud, but I'm just gonna read it.
I gotta check that out too. There's been so much going on in our
Oh
group chat.
God. A wrestler that most people don't like responded or quote tweeted Ray Phoenix's tweet. And I tweeted
I can
him.
only imagine.
I tweeted on Twitter and Blue Sky. I'm like, that's a very vague tweet to send out right before Deadline and Collision.
Mm-hmm.
Like people don't get it. Like, oh no, right away people are like, oh, he's talking about uh, the company he's with, and I'm like, he didn't say that, and he's not talking about the other company. Like, we don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job of making the armory look pretty big.
Yeah, that, you know what? Whatever camera they use for that shot that shoots the entrances,
Mm-hmm.
and no matter if it's Raw or SmackDown, they do a really good job of making the arena look bigger than
Yeah.
what it is. All right, so we got Wesley. Yeah, we got the men's Iron Survivor Challenge.
I'm waiting for the house lights to come up and
Yeah, wait a minute. Actually, this is funny, and this comes from.
yeah.
But
That
the
guy.
tweet that it's funny, man. Oh my lord. I think, you know what? I started to writing a quote that I wanted to post on pretty
Mm-hmm.
much all platforms and everything, and I stopped halfway. But I don't think wrestling fans understand how unusually weird 2025 is going to be. Like, wrestling tends to reflect society,
True.
and we kind of see the tail sign of what we could anticipate going into 2025, and it's going to get interesting, folks.
Very.
All right, so I forgot how this Iron Survivor Challenge goes.
So I think it kind of starts out like the championship scrambles they used to have in like the late 2000s, where two people start and then they come in like at intervals. You know.
Wait, did they copy TNA's King of the Mountain?
Yeah, just without ladders.
Yeah, because I'm looking at
Because when you get
the
pinned, you
penalty
have to
box.
spend. Yeah, you have to spend like a minute in the penalty box.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it, because right now we got Wesley and Javon Evans. I think one of the final, I shouldn't say final, but one of the few videos I'm gonna do on TikTok is propose that question I proposed in the group chat. You know, is most of, if I shouldn't say all, but most of WWE's boom period contributed to by TikTok. Like, I think there's a strong correlation between TikTok and the Wrestle Talk that exploded once Cody left AEW, and how WWE used that
Oh yeah.
PR of, oh, look, everybody's leaving AEW. Like, most of that dialogue came from TikTok that migrated to X. It
Yep.
wasn't the other way around. It was on TikTok and then it migrated.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So now that that's gone, what PR they're going to use now?
They're going to continue to use X a lot more. That's for
Oh,
sure. Because
they're
now
getting
they
paid
have,
by it.
yeah, since they have that show Speed on there.
Ooh, nice roll up. Man, I like this. I like the mat. It has like a, for those of you who are watching NXT Deadline, the mat is like reminiscent of like a old school WCW, like 99.
It does look like a darker gray canvas. It doesn't look like the traditional white canvas that they use, or like that
Yeah.
very off blue. Like, but I do like it, and yeah, they're starting to use more and more, advertisements. But I mean, hey, you got to do to pay the, you got to do what you got to do to pay the bills. That's expected. I'm not gonna
I
sit
mean,
here because
yeah.
WCW used to do it all the time back in the '90s. Yeah, I can't
That
tell
and
you how many times I saw an advertisement for 10-10-3-2-1 on the canvas. Come on now.
Oh my god. That's the last thing I expected you to say. I remember that
Hey,
commercial.
ask me how I still remember it.
Oh my lord. And it's funny because this morning I was getting ready for this and it came to my mind. I was like, man, I remember here in Chicago on Saturdays on WCIU, they aired, was it Shotgun Saturday Night, WCW Worldwide, and ECW TV in a 3-hour block. In 3 hours, you could watch all three promotions. I'm like, and at that time, I didn't have cable, so I was just like, hey, screw it. I get to watch 3 hours of wrestling. Nice.
That's
And that,
how I
man, that was
used to
so
do it
dope.
too before I got cable.
And I thought about it. I was like, man, I would like to interview whoever was in charge of programming. Because I'm like, they had to be a wrestling fan. Because only a wrestling fan, and mind you, it wasn't like at 9 o'clock. It was from 7, 8, and 9 prime time. I'm like, that's a pretty smart move to do. I'm like, man, that's pretty genius. All right, let's see. We got, so nobody. Okay, so I see the time limit. So can you clarify what's the time for it?
You know what? I haven't really seen an Iron Survivor challenge because every time when Deadline, well, I
Mm-hmm.
used to work on Saturdays, so whenever they had them, I missed them. But I'm guessing that the next participant should be coming in here shortly.
Already caught. Man, nice move. Man, you know what? This is actually a pretty smart uh choice to put Wesley and Javon Evans to start off with.
Oh, it's 90 seconds. They have to spin in the penalty box.
Ooh, okay. Man, I like that. Hey, man, that entrance is pretty dope. All right, we got Nathan Frazier. Man, I predict that dude's gonna be like the next Seth Rollins.
Mm.
The reason why I say that because one, Seth Rollins trained him, but the way he wrestles, and because this is gonna be his second match, because he's wrestling in the tag team match with for the tag titles with Axum against
That's
No Quarter
right.
Catch Crew.
Yeah. They got to defend the tag belts, too.
All right. Man, I freaking have Cage Match on like every device that I go on the internet. I use it as a reference. I have it on my phone, I got it on my desktop, and I got it on my iPad. So yeah, Lola Vice versus Jada Parker in the NXT Underground match. That should be dope. Axum and Nathan versus No Quarter Catch Crew, which is Miles Bourne. And man, shout out to Tavon Heights, man, because he spent that, was it like that month in Noah, and he got rave reviews. Like it was equivalent to what Anna Jay got in Stardom. It was like, oh, okay. Let's see. So yeah, Ethan. So we got Wesley, Nathan Frazier, Javon Evans. So we got three right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Ethan Page, and then whoever the hell's gonna replace um, Eddie Thorpe. I wonder if it's gonna be Obafemi. I hope it's Obafemi.
Smart by Lee. He gets rolled into the ring and he rolls back out. That's smart.
All right, we got. Thank you guys for tuning in and making time out of your evening to join this live reaction to NXT Deadline and AEW Collision. And for those of you who are watching, and you're probably wondering, man, why would I do a live reaction to two wrestling shows airing at the same time? Well, you know how people complain about tribalism? Guess what? You can't be tribalistic if you're watching two programs at the same time. There you go. Ooh, nice. 1,
And
2,
to be completely
kick out.
honest, you can watch both shows. You don't have
Yes,
to
in
pick
this day
one.
and age. All right, we got, man. You know what? I like Javon Evans. I just feel like he needs to just bulk up a little bit more. All right, we got Wesley. Man, Wesley looks different without the braids.
He does.
Damn, Nathan Frazier's like a freaking cat. Now, what's interesting about this match is that Nathan Frazier and Javon Evans were both on AEW Dark,
They were. I think I remember
which is
that.
ironic. Yeah, Nathan, you know what? Nathan Frazier, I think that's one of the reasons why, and mind you, it's not a bad thing. It's just, again, it goes back to what I said. There needs to be at least 4 major promotions. I think it's one of the reasons why it was, like, it was like, okay, Ricochet wants to leave. All right, cool. Look who they have in NXT. All right, nice move. Ooh, miss kick, roll up. 1, 2. Man, was it, man, when did they have the last Survivors match? What NXT event was it? Because I was watching it. I don't think it was. I don't think it was Great American Bash.
Which event was it? Or what did
Man,
they
I'm
do
trying to
again?
think the Survivor Challenge that they had for the men's and women. I remember they did it at a pay-per-view at a PLE this year because I was watching. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. And man, I can't remember what it was because I tell people all the time like NXT is like my leisure watch. Whereas like I'm not watching it to like, oh, I got to react to it or anything. Like, man, let me just watch something, just enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got Nathan Frazier. Ooh, nice chop by Wesley. So we got Wesley, Nathan Frazier, and damn, nasty super kick by Javon Evans. They're in the entranceway, which is on the left. Ethan Page. Okay, it's got to be Obafemi. It's got to be somebody big because they introduced Ethan Page right now.
So now there's only 4, which means the 5th will be coming out at the 15-minute mark.
Also, I don't know if you saw NXT this Tuesday. Was it? What's it? Roger Strong? That's his name.
Yeah.
The guy that him and I forgot who his sidekick. They're in their office, and someone opened the door and they just went. And the rumor has it that people were saying that it's Hikuleu.
I actually would not mind it. Page just got pinned, flash pinned even, if you want to get technical. Less than a minute after he entered the match.
Ethan Page?
Ethan Page.
You know what? People forget, man. Ethan Page is a very great comedic wrestler that isn't cheesy. It's just very comedic. They put him in the penalty box.
They had to force him up in there, too.
Man, I wish these guys would develop more taunts than the DX taunt, because that's kind of like getting old.
I mean, I get it. You know, everybody kept doing it because Hunter and Sean were basically in charge. But, like, do something else. Be creative.
Actually, I would do the Urkel. Somebody needs to make that their taunt. The Urkel. It's like, somebody needs to, you know what, man? That would be dope if Danhausen did it. Did the Urkel.
That or the Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, my. Man, who could pull that off?
Danhausen.
You know what? Now that I think about it, Danhausen is like a combination of freaking Gollum and Pee Wee Herman. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, after Ethan Page gets out of the penalty box, he rolls up Nathan Frazer.
Wait a minute, Silent Razor? What the hell? What the hell is this guy talking about? My lord. Thank God we're doing this stream, and I gotta read the... So what's happening right now, guys, and so I have NXT Deadline on my phone, and then they're showing Lord of the Rings on TNT. That's why I made the Gollum reference. Freaking, no! The ring! Give me my ring! Hey, Thomas, what's up, man?
What's going on, Thomas?
It's funny because you almost joined us 28 minutes after we started.
Almost.
Oh, man.
Do a doomsday suicida device? Yep. Wesley and Ethan Page combination tope doomsday device.
Nice.
And now they're fighting over who's going to get the pin.
Oh, my lord. That's hilarious.
Meanwhile, Javon Evans.
Yeah, Javon Evans is about to dive on him. Ooh, nice. So, what was it? Thursday, I did a live reaction to TNA. And I sent it in the chat. Man, their commercial breaks are long, man. 5 minutes.
Man.
5 minutes. I was like,
that is
because at first,
that is a long commercial break. I don't ever remember their breaks being that, and even when I was watching them on Twitch, I don't remember them being that long.
No, and I didn't catch it till because for those of you who are watching, you guys can relate to this. When you watch AEW, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, who else? Even Wild Women of Wrestling. I think Wild Women of Wrestling has the same similar commercial breaks. I can't remember. But right. Even their commercial breaks aren't, that long. It's like, all right, cool, I'll go back, and it's like, oh, it's back on. Man, freaking NXT, or not NXT, Impact, TNA Impact, after a while, you're working, it's like, okay, it's back on. I'm like, man, this still ain't back on. And I timed it. I was like, man, 4 minutes and 58 seconds. A commercial. I'm like, yo, that's almost 30 minutes of commercials for a 2-hour show. I called it. Obafemi.
You were right.
I called it. And here's the thing. Okay, for those of you watching, here's the tip. If you see a random report of a wrestler you haven't seen in a while, right before the pay-per-view, that is kind of like a hint that that person's going to show up. Because I forgot who it was that reported, like, he was in Ghana enjoying his time off and everything. I'm like, yeah, that dude's been off for a while. It's like, he's due to
I
come back.
actually liked how they did it because everybody was staring at the entranceway and they didn't even cut right to it.
Ooh, nice. All right, he pinned Wesley. Man, you know what? Something NXT should do? They should have their own Royal Rumble.
They should.
Because I forgot what... Is there a PLE that airs on January?
No. Well, they haven't. Honestly, what they should do is do their own Royal Rumble for either New Year's Evil or whatever PLE is nearing the Royal Rumble.
Yep. Hey,
That
shout out
way
to
for
Corey.
Stand and Deliver, that way you have the winner facing
Yes.
whoever.
And you know what? It makes sense. Actually, to piggyback off what you said, I would have the Royal Rumble the month before they have Stand and Deliver at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
That way it leads to that. I like this match already. Nice! Thank you for joining us, Tomas. And YouTube, can you please, whoever's watching from YouTube, I know you're going to watch this video, please incorporate more than one person can be added to a live video. If you can add at least 3 more people, chef's kiss. But I was going to say, shout out to Corey Brennan from Fightful. He says, both venues look sick tonight for Collision and Deadline. Nothing wrong with running these smaller venues. I think that's going to be the norm. I think fans that like, oh, look, why can't they run smaller venues? I don't think they realize like that is going to be the norm. Oh, my Lord. Damn, he's just tossing him into the freaking... There's no way that Obafemi should lose this match.
No.
There's no way. Damn. Man, Obafemi reminds me of when Bobby Lashley debuted in WWE.
We're tied across the board.
Nice. Nice cutter.
And in the penalty box. 90 seconds.
Right, he got a win. Man, what's the time limit for this Deadline? Or this Iron Survivor match?
25 minutes.
And I forgot, what's the reason why they have to go into the penalty box?
I mean, it's like you said. They stole the gimmick from TNA.
Okay.
Because if you remember with the King of the Mountain match, you could not take the belt and secure it on the hook until you gained a pinfall. And you could pin people as many times as you wanted. It just meant that they had to spend, like, honestly, I'd be pinning people left and right, put everybody in the penalty box. That way it clears the ring for me to go up and hang that belt up.
Yep. You know what? I think they should have... If I were another company outside of AEW, I would do a reverse ladder match. Where instead of grabbing it from the ladder, you actually have to put it up top. That's actually a pretty unique way of doing a ladder match.
I think what this was is that I believe Shawn Michaels might have been the one who kayfabe introduced the concept of the Iron Survivor because they wanted to incorporate Iron Man matches and the Royal Rumble together. But then they took this box idea from TNA.
Ooh, nice super kick. And that did nothing to Obafemi.
It's a super kick party.
Now everybody's attacked. Hello, dummies. You should have done that when he first got in the ring.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that kind of irritates me about certain things when I see in spots. Like I don't understand how some wrestling fans can like get on bots, but when it's logical stuff like this, like dude, this is the biggest guy in the group. Take him down first. Like don't freaking wait. Like I'm Superman. I'm gonna take him down. No.
Ethan Page has been the smartest dude in this match so far because he's
Yep.
hitting people while just like sneakily. However,
And then he goes out the ring. Yeah, he's got the advantage 2-1, and there's only less than 4 minutes left.
And that 90 seconds is a long time.
Yep.
And now he's got to go in there with Oba.
Damn. And then he pins. Oh, nice.
No.
Oh.
Put him in that box. Put him in that box.
Oh, man. Javon pinned Ethan Page, and now he's got to go in the penalty box with Obafemi. Okay, folks. He just taunted Obafemi from pinning him, and now he has to go in the penalty box. He's like, no. Oh, man, that's funny. And he threw him in there. Now he's going to beat the hell out of him.
Oh, this is great.
And he can't get out.
And he's only got 6 seconds.
Oh, my Lord. This is hilarious.
Oh, but you can get out now. He's got to stay in there for another 30 seconds.
I know. He's just going to beat the hell out of Ethan Page. But you know what? That's actually smart because we got 2 minutes left? Dude, you need to go in there and just beat the hell out of everybody and pin.
He's got at least a minute and a half
to
get at least 2 pins.
Damn! Ooh, that was nasty. That was nasty. Man, the way he tossed Wesley out the ring, man, that was snug. All right, okay, Obafemi. Like, I understand you want to display your power.
To get 2 pins here. Unless Ethan scores.
Like, I get he wants to display his power, but like, bruh, you need pinfalls, and the time's running short. Like, what are you doing? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, because right now Evans and Page are tied with 2. Everybody else has 1, and we got 20 seconds left here.
Man, Obafemi spent like maybe 45 seconds beating people up.
He just pinned 2 dudes. Does that count? It counts as 2.
That's funny. It counts as 2.
Wow.
Is Javon gonna hit? Is he gonna hit the pin? Obafemi's okay. I like that ending. I didn't care too much for him stalling, but I like that ending that he pinned 2 people to pull out the win. That's pretty creative. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is.
Neither do I.
That's pretty smart. All right, I guess he's the winner of this Iron Survivor Challenge.
Very nice ending.
Also, give you guys a heads up: Collision is not taped. That is live. So I do not know who the hell's going to win. And make sure you guys fill out tonight's poll. The poll of the night is who will win this year's AEW Continental Classic? The choices are Okada, Ospreay, Shelton Benjamin, and Ricochet. Right now, Okada leads at 55%. People think he's going to repeat his chant. No. Let me phrase that. He didn't repeat. Eddie Kingston won, and he beat Eddie Kingston for the Continental Classic title. Man, that was that was a pretty cool match.
It was dope. I liked it.
That was fun.
There's a kid next to Ethan Page while he slapped the penalty box with a sign that says "Ego sucks."
I see him, and he's got the orange. He's got an orange shirt and a beanie on.
You know what? If I ever get a chance to go out to Los Angeles, I wouldn't mind going to a Clippers game just to check out the Intuit Dome.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the outer exterior does look very intriguing to see how they put it together.
I saw a video of, I think it was on the Clippers YouTube channel. Like they went, it was like a tour guide and everything. Mm-hmm. And I forgot what, because it came, like the tour guide went from the parking lot and then it went across, and like outside the stadium, there's a little playground where you can play basketball. And there's like to the left of it, there's like this huge screen that shows either what's in the arena or like some other basketball. I was like, man, how much money did they?
Look at the thing outside. It looks like you can host like a football game in there too.
Yeah,
it looks that big.
And it's funny because shows you how and where wrestling's going. Like some of the bigger events in wrestling are happening in bigger stadiums, and then like the regular TV shows are happening in smaller arenas.
Matter of fact, can you look up the capacity or the total capacity of the Intuit Dome?
No problem. Let me see. Intuit Dome capacity. Dome. 18,000.
Not bad.
Not bad.
It just looks
not
bigger.
Bad. You know what? It's the dimensions.
Probably. I mean, I know it's a basketball arena, but it looks much bigger
in
the pictures that they show via overhead.
So,
like
apparently,
it almost looks as big as SoFi, but then you just said it right there. It only holds 18,000 people.
And I gotta send you the link. Shout out to, his name is Brody Brazel. He has a YouTube channel where he talks about all these stadiums that are happening around like sports and everything. It's really insightful. He used to be a beat writer for the 49ers and everything. And man, he goes into detail of like the cost and everything and just the dimensions. I'm like, man, it's cool. And like the Intuit Dome, like they have, I forgot, like the upper level, they have like an 18 and older section. So like, somebody's gonna take that the wrong way. Like, you sure? All right, let's see. Ooh. Shout out to Andrew Bodella for this shot. This is what it looks like in Minneapolis right now. That's the Armory. That's pretty nice.
I mean, I've seen them do shows, for like the NWA, like in the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s. And it kind of it gave you like that ECW feel of like a Hammerstein ballroom almost, but just not as, what's the word?
Gloomy?
Huh?
Not as gloomy?
Yes.
Hey, shout out to the stop motion creators for these wrestling figures, man. That is very creative.
It is.
One of my buddies, he's like, man, you should do that. And I'm like, dude, do you realize how much stuff you need to pull that off?
For real.
And the lighting? Like, it's like I thought about doing it, but I'm like, man, that's a lot of time and like getting things situated and everything. All right, we're 20 minutes away from Collision, and right now, folks, we're watching WWE Deadline. Ooh, nice graphic.
The bank.
Ooh. So, man, okay, what's the main event then? I would take. I mean, Trick Williams should be in the main event, but I mean, Rich Holland, like, I would,
There's the
I
light
would
rail.
say, what's up?
Oh, they're just showing the. You're probably behind me. They're showing the light rail.
Yeah, I'm seeing Lexus King.
Yep.
Man, that dude, he looks like Riff Raff.
See, I was hoping he would be on this card, considering the fact that his dad was on the very first episode of the
Of
opening match
Nitro.
of WCW Nitro,
Mm-hmm.
which, by the way, was held at the Mall of America, just about maybe 10 minutes away from where I'm at right now. Not even.
Man, I hope, you know what? I'm not going to say I hope. I would not be surprised if AEW does a show at the Mall of America.
They should.
You know what? They should do the show at the Mall of America that surpasses Dynamite in episodes. Because I think they're 40 away. The episode that will surpass Dynamite, or Nitro, it should air at the Mall of America.
Yes. Matter
And
of
I know
fact,
some of you.
I'm going to tweet that to Tony Khan. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do
Tweet it.
I'm going to do it.
Because yeah, I think it's shout out to Suit Williams from Voices of Wrestling. I don't think he's done it in a while, but he would tweet like episode X amount of number, like this was Nitro and everything. And when he was doing it, he's like, and people think like get on this app and talk about AEW being bad. Look at this card, and then people start looking. I was like, man, how the hell was this match like 1:35? That was Crash TV back then.
Yep.
All right, we got No Coder Catch Crew in the back. Oh crap! What the hell happened? Oh,
Zaria with the Brock Lesnar arm curling random objects in the back. Well, it's time for the underground match. Let's see if I recognize anybody. I recognize a couple.
outside of the women in the Iron Survivor match, honestly, the women in the Iron Survivor match and these two are, along with Roxanne Perez, are probably the main reason people watch NXT.
Oh yeah.
Because outside of that, I mean, Trick Williams, he's got a cool personality, but like, there's not a lot of people, a lot of men who have the personality that the women do. All right, come on, stupid feed. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I really like Jada Parker's her personality, her presentation.
Georgia and Texas just went to overtime.
Not like the other game. Was it last week that went into 8 overtimes?
Man, and you know what? That was Georgia too.
I forgot it was Georgia.
They had to go into 8 overtimes. They're tied up at 16. Okay, so just remember, they're tied at 16 right now. If they end up doing what they had to do for Georgia just to get into the well, they played a non-conference team that time because Georgia Tech's in the ACC, but still, just keep in mind it's 16 all right now heading into overtime.
Oh my lord, man! You know what? I don't. How do I say this? Because I know we're live. It's somebody's gonna make a lot of money off of it.
Oh,
I'll just leave it at that.
Always makes money.
Oh yeah. All right, let's see what's happening in the world of wrestling while we wait for this. That man, Lola Vice and Jada Parker, whoever put that feud together, is a genius because their personalities are perfect for a feud.
Mm-hmm.
Because I forgot who Lola Vice feuded with when she first came out, but like that feud was just kind of like, it's like, eh.
I mean, at first she was feuding with what? With who? Shayna Baszler?
Yeah, and that was like, yeah, I could see the MMA thing, but like, it don't mesh in the wrestling ring.
No.
But this fits. Yeah, I like that she used a freaking brick. Bah! It's like, hey, smart. Yeah, these two got a bright future. And it's something that we were talking about. Was it? No, it was me and Richie. Shout out to Richie. We were talking about it like with the women in NXT, like when they get pushed up to the main roster, again, it's like minor league baseball when you get pushed up to the main roster. Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to make room. Because, man, you know what? I would say. All right, so here's a question. Who would you compare Lola Vice and Jada Parker to going back to like the first women's revolution in WWE? That crop of talent, women's talent.
Kind of hard to say because they both the
it's a unique
backgrounds.
Yeah. Sure. Man. You know what? Lola Vice, her presentation, her skill set. Let me phrase that. I shouldn't say her skill set, but just the way she wrestles. There you go. Better terminology. I would put her in the class of like Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, and Nikki Cross. That type of presentation. Then with Jada Parker, man, who do you know what? I know some people may find this far-fetched. You would have to put her in the Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez. As far as they're cool, but like, all right. So the underground rules are no countouts, no pinfalls.
The only way to win is by knockout, TKO, or submission.
Oh, Mike Tyson punch out. Ah, cool. Yep.
You know, I do like the no ropes feel because it has that same feel as like the old Japanese no rope matches.
Yeah.
You know, I think the last match I saw like that was Johnny Gargano versus I can't remember who it was, but it was in Dragon Gate.
I gotta find that match on YouTube. I know somebody's posted it.
Yamato and BB Hulk had one too in Dragon Gate USA as well.
Man,
because those two had a very hated rivalry.
Man, I found some, like, I shouldn't say classic, but like, you know how you just randomly search something and like you don't find it, but then you find something, you're like, I wasn't looking for this, but wow, this is interesting. Like I found something from oh man. I think it was New Japan or something like that. It was a wild, like a random match. And it was freaking Kenny Omega and Finn or Prince Devitt, where they fought in the street. In Japan. I was like, okay, this is interesting. All right, here we go. We got Jada Parker and Lola Vice. All right, let's see. Oh, nice kick to the back. All right, she kicked her on the right side of the ring into the people that will eventually be on NXT in a few years or months. Man, actually this match is pretty cool because it's a nice mixture of MMA and pro wrestling. Okay, she's body slamming her. That being Jada Parker. All right, another body slam on Lola Vice.
Something tells me a brick will be coming into play.
Man, you know what? I'm surprised. You know how we've seen chloroform used in wrestling?
Yes.
I'm surprised nobody's used spark spray. Think about it. Damn, triangle chokehold.
It's a nice little transition.
All right. Uh-oh. Is she gonna power bomb her?
Pick
Ooh,
her up.
nice.
I was hoping she would use the Rampage Jackson slam.
Man, you know what? I like this look for Lola Vice, but I understand why they don't use it because it would bring too much comparisons to Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
That was a Judas effect. That was nasty.
If I'm Jada Parker, I'm not trying to get into the guard of Lola Vice, who is a proven MMA fighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because she's shown clearly that she can work submissions off of her back. Nice little trap ankle lock by Lola Vice.
Oh my lord. You can only imagine the tweet I just came across. This wrestler, I'm not gonna say their name. I'll send you in the message later on.
Yeah.
Let me save this. They just tweeted, just shut up. Oh man, that's funny. Hey, shout out to a Minnesota native. He was a legend in the wrestling. Still is a legend in his. What am I talking about? Ravishing Rick Rude. It was his birthday.
From Robbinsdale, Minnesota.
Man, you know what? He's one of those wrestlers. I wouldn't mind wrestlers in today would copy because nobody does the move, the mannerisms that he would do. Like when he would take the atomic drop and just like I wish some of you guys would like copy that movement, man. Let's see what else we got here. All right, I need to find this full match. So there is a match out there, and this aired on WWF Superstars, April 17th, 1993. Bam Bam Bigelow versus Owen Hart.
Shoot, I gotta find that.
And this is man, I want to say, man, how long did they? Okay, it's 38-second clip of the match. Man. Gold mine. Oh, and then there's another match. Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels on Superstars. Ooh.
Man, what
All
is
right, we
she
got.
going for? She go. Oh, she's getting ready to take the glove off. Smart. Smart. She's putting it on herself now.
All right, she took off Lola. Jada Parker took off Lola Vice's right glove, right?
Yeah, it's a right glove.
Okay.
She's putting it on herself.
Hey, man. Jada Parker can throw some punches. Yo, them some nasty right hooks, man.
And again, quit trying to go into her guard.
Yep.
It's not smart.
Because all she has to do is. She's going to stomp on.
The dude slamming the mat in front of him has one sweet mullet.
Hey, look at that, man. He got that, what wrestler used to have a freaking mullet like that? Jerry Flynn.
Yes.
From WCW.
Yes.
I always called him Steve Blackman before Steve Blackman. All right, she's dragging it to the bottom right.
The belt that was used on the gi of Lola. Oh!
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh!
She's ramming her right arm, not like this, folks, but like this. Like that. So she's hitting this part, not this part. This part of the right shoulder. Damn it, she's tying it up.
Oh.
Okay, whoever. Most wrestlers need to watch this spot right here that Jada Parker's using because that is very creative. Ooh. Lola Vice got it back.
She's grabbing the left arm.
You know my joke with that.
Yep.
It's like they always grab the left arm. All right, let's see what she. Ooh, nice clothesline. I don't think that's going to hurt as much, clotheslining them with the belt. Actually, what they should do is run and whip them with the belt. Yep. That hurts.
However, now I see a strap match coming soon in their future.
Yep. Let's see what else we got here. It's Jon Moxley's birthday. Oh, man. I do got to listen to this after this stream. They have the unedited version of the Sandman's entrance at One Night Stand 2005 at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
She just dropped her glutes onto the breadbasket of Lola Vice. Did Jada Parker.
And that ain't no damn glutes, man. That's a caboose. Hey, you can't pin. What are you doing?
You know, just ram your caboose into her a couple more times.
Oh, here's another tidbit, guys. On this day in ROH, December 7th, 2014, Jay Briscoe defeated Adam Cole in a fight without honor to retain the ROH World Championship at Final Battle.
I remember that match. I think I ordered that pay-per-view because Ring of Honor was absolutely wonderful at that time. You know.
Yeah, this is, for those of you who don't know, like Ring of Honor 2014 in New Japan were just
They were amazing products at that time. I think I remember my very first Ring of Honor show I went with my dad, and it was the Kevin Steen farewell tour because he was hitting shows in Dearborn, Michigan. He was also hitting shows in Illinois near the Chicago area, and he also came to Hopkins, Minnesota. How did I know the brick was going to come into play?
called it.
But me and my dad sat second row in the corner, and they have me on the DVD during the Bobby Fish tank segment with Kyle O'Reilly, and they interviewed Cheeseburger. And I remember the entire time there was a group from Canada that had traveled down to Minneapolis, or like in Hopkins, which is a suburb of Minneapolis, and kept chanting at Cheeseburger, "You're Chris Bosch," because Cheeseburger looks like a miniature version of Chris Bosch.
Yes, that's funny.
And
all right,
oh man, it was just a fun night. I think they
let's see.
chanted to Silas Young, "You're Bill Cower," because he looks like Bill Cower. Take a look at Silas Young and tell me he doesn't look like Bill Cower.
I seen him at my buddy took me to a AEW show here in Chicago at the Berwyn Eagles Club. And damn.
That was a very nice anaconda choke that Lola Vice applied.
Damn. She's mocking her with the shoulder thing.
Yep.
All right. Collision's on, and they are showing a fantastic video package of the latest happenings in the Continental Classic. The arena looks pretty slick. Ooh! Damn, a Judas effect by freaking Lola Vice.
All right, it only took one overtime, but Georgia won 22-19.
Thank God. Let's see, Thomas. I remember the first time I saw New Japan 2017. What got me into New Japan, and it was 2014. I'll never forget it. Shout out to my late buddy, KG. I was in visiting the broadcasting school I graduated from, and he was always at the front desk. He was always watching wrestling. So I came in, he's like, "Hey, you want to check out these guys?" I was like, "Oh, who?" It was the Gorillas of Destiny in face paint. I'm like, "Yo, who the hell is that?" I'm like, "Yo!" And once I started looking, then he's like, "Oh, they're part of Bullet Club." I'm like, "Bullet Club?" And he's like, "They're way better than the damn Aces of Eights." And I'm like, "Okay." And I looked at the show, I was like, "Ooh." And that's what got me into New Japan. And then Ring of Honor.
I will admit, when TNA came up with the Aces and Eights storyline, I was pretty locked into that storyline. I'm not going to lie.
It was interesting at first. And then
it got you locked in at first because it was trying to play this whodunit, who's involved in this group. You know, me and my dad were sitting there watching, like, who's involved in this and stuff. And I think I remember my dad saying, it's going to come out that Bubba Ray is a part of this group. I'm like, Dad, you don't know what you're talking about. And sure enough, he was a part of it. I'm like, God dang it.
And it's like, oh. Okay, this is a cool. You know what? This looks like. So they're at GalaxyCon. This is reminiscent of how they were at in Texas at Arlington. And they actually have a ramp. Again, a reminder, folks, for those of you who are pro wrestling ratings enthusiasts, WWE and AEW are getting paid by these networks millions and millions of dollars each year. They can run the damn venue as long as they want. Anywhere they want. As long as it finishes in the top 5 for the night. For live viewership, ding dongs. Live viewership. It don't matter. That's one of my pet peeves that I'm starting to notice. That when they report these ratings, They don't put the word live ratings.
I remember when you shared that tweet when it said that Eric Bishop, the episode where Eric Bischoff was on, they drew their lowest rating in a year, and then I made my video, put it up on TikTok and Instagram. Somebody went up on there and like, and they still did more than AEW. I'm like, who mentioned AEW? I just
Exactly.
pointed out that their ratings were lower than the lowest show that they did this year.
And
Nobody
actually,
mentioned AEW.
it's
I found
goofy.
it funny that Eric, a guy who likes to get up on his podcast and talk all this smack about, who's doing what right and who does this and what show is terrible and blah, blah, blah. And then when he's advertised for a show, it draws the lowest number of the year.
And you remember, I want to say maybe 2 months ago, I, was you and the other guys that I was mentioning. I'm like, hey, man, he's losing a lot of viewers on his YouTube videos. Like, you see the drop. And I'm like, yo, people, and mind you, this is before the whole election and everything. And remember, I've been saying it for a while. I'm like, man, people are kind of tired of this toxic, like, vendetta-driven content, like this negative content. It's like, it's not entertaining. It's not informative. It's not an escape.
Honestly, people should be getting tired of it because, like we've been saying, not just here, but I've been in lives on TikTok saying it as well. Like, and this shout out to my boy Toxic Jose from the Hot Take Wrestling podcast. You can watch both shows. Matter of fact, you can watch all of wrestling. There is something for everybody because WWE. Everybody likes to talk about WWE is the best wrestling promotion. It is not. It is one of the best at sports entertaining. It is the best sports entertainment promotion. When you talk about
the best financial wrestling promotion,
yes, one of the best.
Oh my lord!
What happened?
Freaking Komander just walked the ropes, flipped on the rope, and did an arm drag on Darby. Okay, we need to see a rematch of this match. This is good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just got distracted by this Andre Chase promo where he's packing up everything and chase you. But I mean, WWE, yes, is the best promotion when it comes to sports entertainment. AEW is probably one of the best at pro wrestling. You can make an argument for TNA, you can make an argument for New Japan and all these other promotions, but each and every promotion offers you something different. And that's if you are a wrestling fan, if you are a fan of all of wrestling, that is how you should view it. If you want to watch WWE and strictly WWE, that's fine. I don't care. But I'm a guy who enjoys everything. When I was a kid, I didn't just watch WWF and WCW. I was watching a promotion called the USWA that would come on Saturday nights.
I remember that.
And this was a promotion that had rounds.
I remember that.
If you remember, like the old, we all know about the Heritage Cup and how it takes the British rounds. That's what the USWA was.
Yeah, because I know here in Chicago, we used to get the USWA. I want to say at like 9:30, 10 in the morning on Sundays. Yeah, and I found it flipping through, and it was Kane on there. I was like, this was like 90, like 97 or something. Yeah, I got up late. I was up early. I'm just flipping through. I'm like, hey, it's wrestling. I was like, all right, let me see this. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Kane. Wait a minute, that's Kane from the WWF.
Yeah, we got it on Saturdays at like 9, 10 in the morning, and I would go to the laundromat with my brother and my mom, and I would put it on in the corner TV because we would be the only ones there.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, because I know here in Chicago, we used to get I know it was AAA. Oh my lord! Damn, he broke the chair. Darby literally broke the chair when he dove out the ring. Damn. But we used to get AAA on Saturdays, and what was cool, you would get a block, again, of 3 hours of wrestling on Saturdays. You would get AAA at the 4 o'clock hour, and then at 5:05, you would get WCW Saturday night. So you would get 5 hours of wrestling. And then at that time, and mind you, this is like the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So then you would get, later that night, you would get like Saturday night's main event, but then later in the late 90s or mid 90s, I would say, because I'm talking about like 95, 96, 97.
Mm-hmm.
You would get Shotgun Saturday night, and then whatever the hell else wrestling was on. Like, you would just get some random wrestling. Like, oh, okay. All right, right now we got Darby Allin and Komander in a freaking fantastic match. And then on NXT Deadline, we're going to have Axum and Nathan Frazer defend the NXT Tag Team titles against No Quarter Catch Crew. And also, folks...
right back. I'm going to grab something to drink real quick.
Okay. I'll wait for you to come back.
Yep.
So we got... If you guys aren't watching it, man, Darby Allin and Komander are putting on a freaking clinic, man. Like, this is a fun match. Our Komander's got Darby... Oh, pinfall 1, 2, kick out. So right now they're in picture-in-picture. All right, Darby's favoring his right hip. Komander's working on his hip. He is working on his hip. Thank you guys for taking time out of your evening to watch this live reaction of NXT Deadline and AEW Collision. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the City of Wrestling. That way you're notified when the City of Wrestling drops its latest content and goes live, as well as the latest news, matches, segments, announcements, interviews in the world of wrestling. So make sure you check it out, folks. All right, Komander. Let's see. Darby's on the outside of the ring. Damn, Komander just stomped on him. So they're opposite of the hard cam. They're on that side. They are at GalaxyCon in Columbus, Ohio. It's a nice, decent crowd there. All right. Oh, reversal. Irish whip. Oh, into the barricade on the upper right side. Man, I got to say, watching these two wrestle, man, the athleticism between Komander and Darby, this is fun. This crowd's chanting AEW. They're counting 2. All right, at NXT Deadline, you got Tavon. Forgive me, guys. No, we got Tavion Heights and Miles Bourne. So they're doing an in-ring introduction. Four. 5. All right, both men are getting up. Remember, pinfall is 3 points. A draw is 1 point, and of course, if you lose, you ain't getting no points. Damn, now Darby and Komander are slapping each other. Oh, so what I was going to say before you left was that another reason why I watch both programs at the same time is because as a kid growing up during the Monday... Actually, I shouldn't say kid. I was in 8th grade when the Monday Night Wars started. But as someone who lived through the Monday Night Wars, I will not watch one program and then watch the other program later. No. And I'm not doing it. And then when I started reviewing NXT and AEW when they first started, oh my lord, that was torture. Man, that was
Oh
torture.
god, yeah.
I would watch Dynamite, and then right after I would watch NXT, and by like a minute and 30 into NXT, I was falling asleep because I'm like, man, because remember at that time NXT was like very, oh my god, what a Spanish fly off the top rope. Ah, Darby got the rope. He got the rope. Nice. All right, let me see what's happening in the world of. Ball Bro. I don't know if you've seen the in the thread. He's like, oh man, me and this wrestler have the same point of view. I mean, it's. I'm not gonna say anything on it because it's like, oh, okay. Darby Allin just did the coffin drop while Komander was hanging on the rope. He just went whoop. Okay, wait a minute. Where the hell's Darby at? Come here, Darby. There you go. So I will use. Screw it. I'll use Jack Sparrow. So Jack Sparrow's hanging on the rope like this, right? Darby's like this, and boom. That was beautiful. Man, this is. Oh my lord. What a poison Rana. Man, this match between Darby Allin and Komander, man, this is a treat. Oh! Uh-oh. That's nasty. I hope Darby's okay. His left knee. Man, these dudes are, yo. You know what this reminds me of?
What up?
Komander and Darby Allin? I'm going to take it back. Do you remember Super Crazy and Tajiri in ECW?
Yes, I do.
Oh, man. Those matches were sweet. Damn. Darby just countered a freaking. What the hell? Yo! What a. I can't even describe what the hell Darby Allin did.
It's an Indian Deathlock pin.
I'm gonna need. Man, you know what? Shout out to Darby Allin. Darby, I think as you get older, you don't have to do the crazy stuff because you are a very underrated technical wrestler. Like, he doesn't even do it a lot.
No. Even the dude with the long hair is looking at him like, what did he just pull off?
All right, Darby Allin's got 3 points. Claudio's got 6. Osprey and Ricochet got 3 points. Oh my lord. Will Osprey and freaking Darby, and then Will Osprey and Claudio Castagnoli. Woo! Oh my lord. So look, Axum's asked Nathan Frazer, is he okay? Look at this picture.
Are you okay? No.
And look at him, he's got his ribs and he's got his nose bandaged up.
Are you okay? No.
All right, we got Don Callis and Takeshita. Oh! We got Powerhouse Hobbs. Oh, I love that. Man, back your ass up a little bit. Oh! Yo, Powerhouse Hobbs, man. Man.
Ooh.
Man, this is... You know what? Lashley's up there. Well, I shouldn't say up there in age, but I mean, he's a seasoned veteran. But that Powerhouse Hobbs interaction with Don Callis and Takeshita and the charisma Powerhouse Hobbs displayed in that... People need to stop sleeping on Powerhouse Hobbs, man. That's the new... For me, that's a breakout star. All right, let's see what else we got going on in NXT. Oh, nice power slam by Tavion Heights. Yeah, the way that dude came back from Noah, like the stuff he was doing in Noah, man, it was amazing. All right, let's see what else.
Ooh. Dominated by Tavion Heights.
Here's the thing that most people don't... I think because we've watched wrestling for not so much so many years, but we watched wrestling before it was only one promotion.
Mm-hmm.
That it's guys like Tavion Heights, Obafemi, and all those other people that once they start gaining traction, that's when people are going to go with, the company's going to go with them. Because those people are drawn to them, and wrestling the center around how many people are drawn to you. What I like about this match between Axum and No Quarter Catch Crew is that No Quarter Catch Crew has just been working on Nathan Frazer because he's the weakest link.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to know who the hell's behind the mask as Axum.
I don't think we'll ever know.
You know what? I'm surprised WB didn't sign Fuego del Sol. Because Axum reminds me of Fuego del Sol.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice clothesline.
All I know is that Axiom is a kid who can go.
Oh. Okay, so Lola Vice. Just seeing this graphic right here. Here, let me pull this up. She's 3-0 in underground matches.
Yeah.
With Natalya, Shayna Baszler, and Jada Parker. Huh.
So don't face Lola in underground matches.
You know what? That says a lot whenever NXT puts a wrestler in this position. That's a clear sign that they are going to be elevated. I shouldn't say soon, but they are going to be elevated. Did this dude just do he picked him up?
Power bomb slam?
Yeah.
Like he was trying to turn it into a power slam, but got caught. At least he protected him.
Damn. All right, they're showing the graphic for the Women's Dynasty International Cup. So, give you guys a heads up. Jamie Hayter faces the winner between Willow and Serena Deeb, which is happening next. Why am I coughing and I got freaking halls here? What a dummy. I'm like, and I got 2 halls next to me.
There's been something going around too, because I had felt like I've had a cold now for the last couple of days, but I also feel like the person who I've been training at work got me sick.
Need to spray them with Lysol. Why do you do that? I'm not trying to get sick. Man, I'm not trying to. I'm not getting you sick. Exactly. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
I used to have a thing, like, it was crazy how I wasn't, when I used to be a waiter, like, whenever I felt under the weather,
Mm-hmm.
I would drink Gatorade, and what I would do, I would cut out red meat if I was sick,
Yeah.
and I would double up on, because the restaurant I worked at was known for their chili and ice cream. So I would get the chili, I would put hot sauce, and I would tell them, hey, put jalapeno peppers and black pepper in it.
Mm.
I would mix it around. Mind you, I had a chicken sandwich with no toppings or anything.
Mm.
Actually, no. I had the chicken sandwich on pita bread. And then I had the chili with the jalapeno peppers, the hot sauce, and the black pepper. Man, I would eat that. Next day, nothing. It was just, damn, I could go for that right now, man. Right, man. Chili with a freaking chicken sandwich. All right, we got Serena Deeb and Willow Nightingale. Hey, have you heard the news about Tekla?
No.
Okay, let me pull it up just to clear it up. But I did read that she plans on traveling to the U.S. So I think she's going to show up in AEW.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Stardom has that working relationship with AEW right now.
That and a lot of the for me, what I think should happen, I honestly think
Ooh, nasty me.
now that Camille's no longer with Mercedes,
Mm-hmm.
I think AEW should put Camille and Britt Baker with Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie.
I mean, it could work.
That they need a strong stable because you have the mouthpiece, you got the muscle, you have you got the man. What Taya Valkyrie? The powerhouse,
Mm.
and then you got the technician. Ooh, nice. Oh, we got a fast-paced match here.
Not a bad tag match.
And folks, right now we got No Quarter Catch Crew versus Axum and Nathan Frazer, and then on Collision we got Serena Deeb and Willow Nightingale. Winner advances in the International Cup for Wrestle Dynasty, and they will face Jamie Hayter. Six, seven. Man, she's closing on the hell out of Serena Deeb.
Ooh. Death Valley Driver on the apron. On the apron. Tavion
Oh!
Nathan Frazer.
Man, you know what? Maybe it's just me being old school. I don't find it entertaining when they do a lot of spots on the apron because that's the
Yeah.
hardest part of the ring.
Yeah.
Are they going to go picture in picture? Actually, you know what? The women's division in AEW, they do need more factions.
They
There's
do.
too many individuals. I just realized I'm like, that's why it's like I should say like they haven't lost traction or anything, but it's like, man, where's this woman's like? You need to put them in a faction.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, what would be another good faction. You
Who?
already had Giulia Hart and Sky Blue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there. You know, who would fit that trifecta? Queen Amanada.
I would love to see her.
Oh, think about the movies that you see where the queen sends out the darkness to do her bidding.
Yep.
It fit. It's
It
man. I
fits.
need to be. I need to be an AEW's creative, man. Like I remember, was it? I think a year ago, I was like, man, they need to put Daniel Garcia, Sammy Guevara, and Private Party together because they were always on Sammy Guevara's vlog, and I'm like, yo, they got chemistry, and finally they did it. Oh man, she's got the man, what the hell is that move called? Oh, she got the camel clutch on Willow. Now she's raking her mouth. Damn. Damn, Axiom won?
Axiom 1.
Wow.
AKA Fraxium.
Man, it's gonna be weird in 2025 watching the Royal Rumble in February.
It is.
Damn, NFL. Always screwed stuff up. Well, you know what? Somebody brought a good point. They're like, the other thing that wrestling needs to do when it's not football season,
Mm-hmm.
they should start their pay-per-views in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, there's no reason to have a pay-per-view on a Saturday night at 7 p.m. when you could start it at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And when I heard the person say, I was like, man, that makes a lot of sense because they're like, the average pay-per-view or PLE is at least 3-4 hours. So the pay-per-view ends at 7. People aren't staying up at late. Then if you have like a scrum or a media call or not just a media call, but a press conference, that's till 8 or 9. Everybody has the rest of the night.
Oh, yeah.
And they mentioned even on a Sunday, if they do Sunday pay-per-views and there's no football, start in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice clothesline. Hey, nice merchandise from NXT. Oh, they're showing footage of CM Punk's debut at Survivor Series.
His re-debut.
Yeah, his re-debut.
His re-debut.
Ooh, nice spine buster. I'm telling you, man, that WrestleMania main event's gonna be. They're gonna all WWE does nowadays under Triple H. I'm not gonna say most, but quite a few of the storylines are rehashes of storylines that already happened in WWE. Because if you notice the Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth thing, that is eerily similar to the Triple H, Randy Orton, and Cena from WrestleMania when it was Ric Flair's last match.
Yep.
That close ain't gonna work, Serena Deeb on Willow. That ain't gonna work. Miss clothesline by Willow. Another miss.
She just absorbs it.
Oh.
Third time's the charm, I take it.
Ooh, nice elbow. Police German suplex. Working that left arm. Damn. Man, Serena Deeb's got some, like, crazy clotheslines. I wonder why are they showing this CM Punk return? Like,
because that's pretty much all they got now.
they They showed this like 2 weeks ago. Or I shouldn't say 2 weeks. Last week they showed it.
Mm-hmm. Can she get her up for it? Nope. Too strong.
Don't do it. Oh, man. Ooh. Power slam. Here's the cover. Ah, kick out. Damn. Man, if we get Willow versus Jamie Hayter, that's going to be nice.
She just hit her with the Oklahoma Stampede. I was trying to remember the name of it because I remember Dr. Death Steve Williams used to do it.
Yep. You know what? I was going to say, that's who Willow reminds me of. A female version of Dr. Death Steve Williams. Like, she wrestles similar to him.
Pretty much, yeah. Ooh.
Is she going to do it? Oh, wow. Here's the cover. Ah, kick out by Willow. Man, this is a long commercial for that Punk return at Survivor Series. They're still showing it.
That's why I went back to AEW.
Man, are they showing the whole damn thing? Oh, man. Oh, crap. Got the pounce. Uh-oh. Is she going to do the pounce?
Straps are coming down.
There we go. 1, 2. There we go. We got Willow and Jamie Hayter. So I got to... Who do you think's going to win between Willow and Jamie Hayter?
You know what? To be perfectly honest, you know who I see going to represent AEW for this Women's International Cup? It's going to be Jamie Hayter, and here's the reason why. Jamie Hayter has history in Stardom. She was one half of the Goddess of Stardom champions with B. Priestley, who's now known as Blair Davenport. They had to relinquish those belts, and Jamie had to relinquish the SWA title because she was the SWA champion at the time too, because of the pandemic. So Jamie really didn't get a chance to finish out her tour of Japan
Gotcha.
and Stardom. So this would be a nice little, hey, comeback for Jamie Hayter. So she's well known in Japan and such.
That makes sense. Plus, she just returned, so you have to give her that. You got to get her back on that momentum she had before the injury.
Yep.
It's an interesting promo by Thunder Rosa. So I guess they're gonna have Trick Williams and Ridge Holland right now.
Very interesting that the Women's Iron Survivor closes out the show, but you know what? I'm not mad at it.
Me neither. When I saw the women who were in there, I'm like, hey, Marcus, I started watching New Japan in 2010. Man, a lot of people, that's the 2010s. That's when people started getting into New Japan.
Taking off. They had Tanahashi, they had Katsuyori Shibata. Shinsuke was just, starting to find his character.
Uh-oh, here we go. We got, who the hell's Oh wait, we got Moxley. Oh no, we got Pac and you. Actually, we got the whole group except for Claudio. All right, they repeated it again. This isn't your company anymore. Hmm. You know what? I I wouldn't be surprised if Shane McMahon is behind the Death Riders
Mm-hmm.
because one, who's paying for their gas, and who's paying for all their travel and everything.
For real.
Think about it. It makes sense.
I'm just like going through like the group chat that's notifying me at the top of my screen.
On here,
Yeah. Because I'm getting the notifications as they go along.
man. All right, here we go. John Moxley's giving a promo. Let's see what he. Oh, he's talking about people who don't want to be AEW champion. All right, they're chanting "freshly squeezed." You know, if this was the Attitude Era, that would have a totally different meaning.
Yes.
I didn't think I'm like
Yes, it would.
it would have a totally different meaning. He's calling out Switchblade. And we got Reg Holland heading to the ring.
Somebody's got a sign for Ridge Holland that says "Chase You Dropout."
Ooh. Now they're chanting Cowboy Poop.
Cowboy doo doo.
Yeah. All right, so there's Orange Cassidy. You know what? It's more than likely Moxley's going to win the title.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. So I'm looking. I uh, looked at the matches for Wrestle Kingdom and Wrestle Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
I anticipate some surprises or something like that, but I'm actually more interested in New Year's Dash because that's when you get that weird wild card. Like, what the
Yep.
hell? And it happens every year. Moxley's like Orange Cassidy. If you Piss me off one more time, I'm going to take you off the board of good. And guess whose music hits? Orange Cassidy.
Well, it's like in pro wrestling, you say their name and they appear.
I wonder if he will appear. Wait a minute, he rolled in the ring with all of the Death Riders there, but where's Claudio?
Claudio's got a match. Doesn't he have a match tonight? Or no, he wrestled Wednesday.
Yeah. I think, does he wrestle at New Japan Fighting, was it? What the hell's the event next Sunday?
Next Sunday, no? Because next Saturday is Saturday night's main event. The Saturday after that is World's End.
Yeah, but there's a New Japan event, the 15th.
That's right. Oh, God, what's it called?
Man, shout out to my guy, man. Good mic work. This tweet I'm gonna read. I'm very, very angry to hear that Ray Phoenix has been humanely changed to a furnace in the boiler with no food or water and is being whipped repeatedly. TK should not be doing that.
Really? I swear. Some of you guys really just don't need a smartphone anymore.
Oh man. And I know him, like, he's being sarcastic, like, what the hell's the, like, why? Like, what? He's notoriously telling people, like, why is this an issue? Like, why? Oh, he throws his shirt. You know what's gonna happen?
What?
Are you noticing Orange Cassidy is dressing more and more like the Death Riders?
Yeah. I mean, with the dark jeans and somewhat of a darker persona.
Here's the thing. In 2025, are we going to see a Orange Cassidy heel turn?
Could be possible.
I don't think anybody's even thinking about that.
No. And it would be the perfect time to do it, to be honest. Yeah, Trick is very athletic, but I feel like if he works a little bit more, he can perfect his drop kicks to like the level of a Bob Holly or a Kazuchika Okada.
Trick Williams?
Yes. Because
he reminds me.
He throws this very awkward looking drop kick, and like he gets up there in height, but it just doesn't look like it connects all the way.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
He is a cross between Booker T and Elix Skipper.
Yes. Oh man.
He has the athleticism of Elix Skipper, but he has the build of Booker T.
Yep. The only thing he doesn't do is a spin-a-rooney.
Yeah. Hey, nice clothesline there.
Yeah.
I wonder when they're going to call up Trick Williams to the main roster. Did you hear that they announced that there's a transfer process between Raw and SmackDown?
Yeah, I did notice that. Because Dom was on oh, please don't do this. Please. I'm having Big E flashbacks. Stop that. Thank you. I noticed Dom on SmackDown talking to Nick Aldis.
Okay, shout out to Andrew Badella. That's Gorgeous, or that is, Gorgeous George at the Armory. This is actually at the Armory in Minnesota. I was like, yo.
The Armory was known for hosting a lot of wrestling events, especially in the AWA.
You know what? I think that goes for like pretty much any Armory in any major city because that was the original big arena.
Yeah.
Because I think everything else was in like college gyms and high school gyms or something like that. Well, they couldn't have beer or anything like that in high school gyms, but I think it was mostly college gyms as well. Man, I'm trying to think of the venues that they would hold them in. I got to look at that. Ooh. Oh, this should be really interesting tonight. There you go.
I told you I got a chance to meet Yoda Tsuji, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when they were coming to do their show in Lowell, Massachusetts, they had a connecting flight in Minneapolis. I got to meet Hazuki and Koguma. We did the FWC logo. Me and Hazuki did. Koguma was a delight to meet as well. Even though my Japanese is not all that great, me and Yoda Tsuji did the LIJ pose. Like as he was coming out of the checkpoint, it was amazing. And they tell us don't get pictures with celebrities because it looks bad on the agency. And then my supervisor looked at me like, I wouldn't have cared. Go ahead and do it. And I'm like, God, I was so mad. I was like, come on. And then my
You should have. And you're like, man, I should have got the picture.
Yeah, and then my buddy got a chance to meet Cody Rhodes as he was leaving Minneapolis this morning.
Man.
I mean, he also got a
Wait,
picture.
whoa.
He also got a picture with Alexa.
Yo, wait a minute.
What happened? What?
So the FTR was giving a promo, and they hear this thing, and it's the Death Riders beating up Orange Cassidy.
Wow.
So, wait a minute, they're gonna pour bleach in his stomach? Or down his throat? What the hell?
It's American History X, man.
Oh, FTR came in. They stood up to Moxley. Yo!
Good.
He was about to pour it, and they smacked it out of his hands. Dax is like, anytime. He says, I know who you guys work for. Okay. Really? People need to listen to if something about AEW, when they start mentioning a phrase over and over again, that's leading to something. Think about it. When was the last time they mentioned this isn't your company anymore? It's been a while.
It has.
I hope it leads to Shane McMahon.
You forget like exactly what was said in previous promos.
Yeah. I hope this leads to Shane McMahon. Like, that would be a chef's kiss. All right, we got Kyle Fletcher. Oh, Lord. You might want to watch this. It's Kyle Fletcher and Okada. Ooh, Lord. Give me a couple minutes. I need to get some water. I need to watch this match.
It hasn't started yet, has it?
No.
Okay. Because I believe they're at the slow portion of the Trick and Ridge match. All right, Okada and Kyle Fletcher. This is going to get very interesting. Almost as interesting as the Shelton Benjamin Kyle Fletcher match, especially with Okada having only 1 point due to his tie with Daniel Garcia. Collar elbow tie up here between these two into a waist lock. Fletcher working the left arm.
All right, I am back. All right, we got Okada and Kyle Fletcher.
I like how this match is starting out.
You know what? I don't. Maybe you've noticed this as well, but I've noticed a lot of matches with the higher tier AEW wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
They when it's the last couple of weeks, they've started like more mat wrestling type base.
And I love it. You know, it's like they're trying to get each feel for each other because they know just how good one another really is.
Sorry, I got this nice, delicious sub sandwich right here.
I did go to Subway for dinner tonight.
Okay, I got a question for those in the chat and for you guys. So of course, people are alluding to that maybe the Bucks and Omega reunite at Wrestle Dynasty because they're on the same card.
Yeah,
Where does that leave Okada? Because
it's
him and
interesting.
Omega,
Yeah. Because those two, their rivalry dates all the way back to what, 2017, 2016?
hmm and you know that's the rumored match for All In Texas.
Yeah.
Kenny and Okada. I think what could happen, I think Okada joins the Hurt Syndicate.
Either that or he starts his own faction.
hmm
He either starts his own faction or he joins the Don Callis family.
And it's him and Takeshita.
Yeah.
Ooh. But don't they have like a little rivalry thing with them?
And I mean, think about it. You know, they have a rivalry going on with them, but maybe that's just a way for Takeshita to earn the respect of Okada.
hmm
Because, I mean, let's face it, Okada's kind of like the old guard and Takeshita is the new guard.
That makes sense. That would be a dope tag team as well.
Oh, that was nice.
Also, factor in this: if Okada doesn't go with the Hurt Syndicate, it's kind of the signs are there that we could see Anthony Bowens and Billy Gunn go with the Hurt Syndicate.
Yep.
All right, we got nice forearms by Okada. Thomas's said they would be a pretty dope tag team. They would.
They would.
I was watching a post show for Dynamite. I forgot which one it was. No, I think it was Fightful's AEW post show. And the co-host, Alex Palausi, mentioned freaking Mark Davis and the Butcher as a tag team. I was like, that's actually a pretty dope tag team.
You know, as big as Okada is, he's pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. I think I did, Thomas. Let me check.
My brother just got home from work.
Oh man, they flooded the chat.
Who did?
In our chat, Ash is like, I wonder how many lives Darby actually has. So we got. Actually, this is actually pretty interesting. Here's a tweet that shout out to Ball sent in our chat. One thing I noticed about TK's booking is that he can have someone lose a lot initially and still get them over. We've seen this with Fletcher, Willow, Sky Blue, Queen Amanada, and now we're starting to see it with Komander. You could say that with Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
We had losing a lot. Man, who else? Private Party.
Thomas.
Did you see the guys I sent earlier? Man, I'm trying to.
He responded in our chat to how many lives does Darby have? He said he has 28 lives.
Oh my lord! Why did he delete it?
Did he delete it? No,
Yeah.
not in our chat on Instagram. He said it's.
Oh my god! That's funny, man. That's funny. Oh my lord! Let me check. Oh yeah, I seen one video that you sent, and I seen the other one with DIY. Let me see what. Oh lord. Oh my god. What the hell was that movie? Do you remember the movie that Vanilla Ice was in the 90s?
I do not.
You're lucky. You're very lucky. All right, Trick Williams retained. Which
He
you kind of
did?
saw that a mile away.
I mean, I feel like the bigger money match is Obafemi versus Trick.
And I think that's his match that leads to him going to the main roster.
Yeah.
So I think watching the new Netflix logo or commercial, I think the logo that they're using isn't the one that people had with like the arch and everything, which
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in the commercial or anything. I'm like, where the hell did
neither
that logo
have
come from?
I.
I
Unless they're
will
gonna
say,
unless they're gonna debut it on the debut show of Raw.
yeah, I will say they did have similar designs. If you watch the Netflix graphic of
Mm-hmm.
the logo that you saw on the action figures, where it was the Raw on the. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Let me see if I could get this. WWE.
I had to plug my phone in.
You are not alone. Let me see if I could. So this one. So this was on a. This is on a figure. There we go. That one. If you watch the new Netflix commercial for Raw,
Yeah,
where you see the red lines, they're white in the commercial, and it's in that pattern. I'm like, oh, that's the logo.
I like that one a lot better than the one I was seeing.
Oh, it's the YouTube link. I haven't had a chance, Thomas. Sorry. I'll check it out after the stream, and I'll give you my response. Man, this collision's been just solid.
It has.
And folks, we have further developments in the John Moxley versus AEW. FTR stood up to them. I remember somebody said, why hasn't MJF stood up to the Death Riders? And I told the person, I'm like, dude, MJF doesn't care about anybody but himself. Why would he get involved?
Yeah, why would he?
Why? It's like, he doesn't care about anybody but himself.
He doesn't need to get involved in that.
Exactly.
Unless something directly impacts him into getting involved with that storyline, then he doesn't
And
need to be involved.
and like I said earlier, it's already twice already on the show they mentioned this is not your company anymore. And remember what I said? I'm like, the best time to debut Shane McMahon would be at World's End. Because you know what? I didn't think about it, Gaijin.
What up?
If they debut Shane McMahon at World's End, the first Dynamite is on HBO Max. I didn't think about it until they mentioned it yesterday or last week. I was like, oh wow, HBO Max. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's how you get people to tune in to the damn HBO
Mm-hmm.
Max feed. Oh wait, that's Shane McMahon? Ooh, nice suplex. All right, I take it. Let's see. We got. Yeah, the main event's going to be the Women's Iron Survivor match, which rightfully so, it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Because I looked at it earlier today, guys, and I was like, wait a minute, you got Stephanie, you got Giulia, you got Zaria, you got Ruca, who's not that bad.
No.
And you got Wren Sinclair, who's been pretty solid. I'm like, yo, this is pretty much the match of the night. Damn, this crowd's cheering for Okada. All right, we got an Ethan Page in the back. Looks like catering. Uh-oh. Oh, man, that's a nasty neck breaker. Damn. Wow. So, Gaijin, you want to know the wrestling match I just came across on Twitter?
Which wrestling match is that?
So on this date, 1985, WWF at the Boston Garden. Rowdy Piper versus Bruno Sammartino. That is a wild match to come across. Uh-oh, he missed the Rainmaker. Damn, what a beautiful drop kick.
Emotions are certainly still riding high. I would just replace Lee Javon Evans, and they're about to go after each other. I saw that.
With AEW going to these smaller arenas, it makes me think of the Nitros the first 6-7 months. Actually, no. First 6 months of the NWO.
Yeah.
Like, you remember, there was arenas, people like, oh, the NWO had... No. There was a few shows when the NWO invaded, it was like, yo, man, that looked like a high school gym. Like, yo, that's small. Ooh, nasty. All right, we got Eva Rain being interviewed. Hey, Tiffany Stratton's there.
Mm-hmm.
No way. Powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh, he almost beat Okada. Damn, that was so close. And you know what I like about these small arenas? Is that, did you notice last Dynamite, it sounded louder?
Yeah.
The sound is going to be louder because it's more intimate. Okay, somebody, the boot and like the kick, like, that was real interesting.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Obafemi's the one who cost Eddie Thorpe his chance in the Iron Survivor.
Who?
Obafemi.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
That would not be shocking.
You just showed this promo at the beginning.
Wait a minute, they're showing. What are they?
Yeah, they just showed this promo at the beginning, and
Oh
now
my
they're showing
lord!
it. Come on now.
Wait a minute, he had a low blow. He beat Okada.
Kyle Fletcher is
Kyle
going to be
Fletcher
the.
beat Okada. Yo, and he cheated.
You know
That's
what?
2 matches already.
Fletcher has just established himself as the swerve of this year's tournament.
Yep. He got 9 points. I did not anticipate this dude having 9 points. Damn. Yo, I don't think this tournament is going the way we predicted it.
No.
You know what I also thought about Gaijin?
Mm-hmm.
That bringing in Shane McMahon right now would actually help with the ticket sales for Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody knows who Shane is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they're giving the rules again. Like, oh my lord.
Giulia's starting out.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they have Giulia and Stephanie start off. And I wouldn't. And you know what? You know who's gonna be the last person? Is gonna be Zaria. They're good. Look,
That's who I see
NXT is
finishing
gonna
up.
book this exactly how the men's was.
Mm-hmm. Have your powerhouse be the last entrant and clean
Yep.
house.
It's gonna be Giulia, Stephanie. Then you're gonna get um Ruca. You're gonna get Wren Sinclair, and then you're gonna get Zaria, and Wren Sinclair is gonna have that shock look, like, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
what? That's what's gonna happen. And also, folks, for those of you who are watching, if I'm wrong, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
because we don't predict these to be accurate or correct. We do it just because it's fun. Oh no,
That
Ren
and
Sinclair is starting.
oh, she is.
Good, and Ren Sinclair.
Huh.
Intriguing.
What a curveball, Shawn Michaels. I don't like you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I was mentioning to man, who was it? I think it was on a live I mentioned that the longer you watch wrestling, the more it turns into like a sports mystery.
Yeah.
Because you're like, hey man, wait a minute, I think this is gonna go here. No, I think this is gonna no, I think that's why like I don't understand why these people get into these arguments and stuff. Like, bro, this is like a mystery. Like, we don't know where it's gonna go, but we know it can go somewhere pretty cool. Yeah, everybody's tripping up that Fletcher beat Okada. And something to keep in mind about this is that um, the crowd was cheering for Okada.
Were they?
Yeah, they were like Okada, Okada. All right, they're hyping up Winter is Coming, which is going to be really cool this Wednesday. Mariah May versus Mina Shirakawa. I think we'll see the return of Tony Storm. If not there, it will more than likely be probably. Man, what the hell is
I
the
say
matches
Tony
for?
Storm returns at Winter is Coming to set up the anticipated match for Grand Slam in Australia.
Yep. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this guy gets a push. Also, Buddy Matthews.
Yeah.
Oh, we got damn, the Beast Mortos wrestling? That's a random match. Wait a minute, he's in a squash match. Huh. You know what? That's something I miss. I miss a good old fashioned squash match. You know what? You know, most fans that may not like it, one of the key things why the squash matches were effective
Mm-hmm.
was it highlighted their power moves and their transitions leading up to the moves. Which, when it's set up, when you had wrestlers who dominated in squash matches, us as a viewer, that theater of the mind, like, man, wait a minute, this guy goes like this in this match. Is this guy going to counter? So in your mind, you're already playing the match, and that leads to people like, oh man, I need to see this match. Oh Lord, oh he's fighting Aaron Solo, and you're gonna get squashed. Oh my Lord, what a backbreaker!
I like how this Iron Survivor match is starting out with these guys trading pin for pin. You know, like just simple wrestling techniques.
Because it's at the
Oh,
end of the
that's
day,
nice.
the one who has the. Oh, what a. Okay, that's a really cool counter by Giulia.
Yes.
She kicked her leg at her and turned it into a pinfall.
She turned it into like a trap leg backslide, and that was very
Yeah.
unique. I love it. I would just love to see Giulia use it. She has a submission move where it's like an STF, almost like Jack Perry's snare trap.
Guess what we're getting next Saturday
What are we getting
for
next
Collision?
Saturday?
For Collision's winter is coming. Okada versus Beast Mortals.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wait. We got Top Flight and Leo Rush. Layla Gray's asking, we're supposed to be a team. He's making sense. It's a battle royal. You know what? I like this. Top Flight versus Leo Rush and Action Andretti. Leo Rush is like, it became a combination too when y'all kept on losing. Man, I like this.
Soul Ruca.
Hey, he just called them Minnesota losers. Action Andretti.
Wow.
Oh, we're getting a match. Leo Rush and Action Andretti versus Top Flight.
That's intriguing.
Ooh. On my Wednesday live stream,
Mm-hmm.
a few people that were commenting, I'm like, yo, that's going to be a feud. And I like it. And I'm like, AEW needs more tag teams like that. Because it makes sense. Like, why would you have 4 of those talented guys on one team when you could split them up and have them feud with each other? And we got Mina Shirakawa, my lord.
Everyone wants Mina.
Oh my god, somebody has a Mina Shirakawa picture, like with
Mm-hmm.
some corn type flower. Oh, this is gonna be a treat. Emi Sakura and her. Ooh, nice bridge.
That is using cattle mutilation and then spinning around the way that she is.
What the hell? I've never seen that before.
Yep, there we go. There's that STF.
Double STF. Man, that is sweet. That is sweet. Oh, Thunder Rosa's there at ringside. Wait a minute. Are we going to get a Thunder Rosa Mina Shirakawa feud?
It'd be nice.
Huh. Damn. Emi Sakura just freaking threw Mina Shirakawa by the hair. And that chop's going to hurt. If she had a chest code, it don't hurt anymore. Damn. She's landing them chops in. All right, so we're 1, 2, 3. We just need Wren No, Ren Sinclair's there. Oh, Stephanie and Zaria. That's what I was. I was like, wait a minute, there's somebody missing. Whenever they choose to put Ren Sinclair on the main roster, they need to put her with Chelsea Green. They need to put her with Chelsea Green. Ooh. Nasty chop.
Getting a lot of submissions in the submission attempts.
More than the men's.
Like, we're
Thank you
actually
guys for
seeing
tuning
a
in.
lot. Like, the men's match was a lot more high-flying spots. This match, we're getting a very good dose of technical wrestling. Like, yeah, Ruca hit a high spot when she springboarded off the top, but I expect that from her. But it's been the only high spot of this match.
Yeah, it's been mostly ground.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nice move. Okay, I like this. Ooh, nice. I like this interaction between Ren Sinclair and Ruca. Like, for some reason, they just click. Like, just how they move, it just clicks. That's the thing. I think that's not so much a WWE or AEW thing. It's just an industry thing. Like, I think that's why certain matches just don't click. They don't have the fluidity of, like, from move to move.
No.
Ooh, damn! She
You know,
smacked
I'm
the hell out of me.
perfectly content with nobody getting a fall in this match. Oh, Northern Lights bomb. That's one. I was content with everybody not having a fall until
Everyone came
like
in.
the last 5 minutes of the match and everybody was involved. All right, number
package.
4. I believe this is Zaria. Yep.
Wow, that's.
So the powerhouse comes in. So that means Stephanie Vaquer is last.
So you're about, I want to say, 15, maybe 20 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, because my clock's
deadline.
at 10:29 right now.
Okay, you're like 7 minutes because mine is at 10:26 now. So yeah, I want to say maybe 7-8 seconds ahead of me. Man, they got money with Zaria. That's money.
They did.
That's action figures. That's why I remember when I told you guys on TikTok, I'm like, hey man, you guys need to check her out, man. She like what? It's like check her out. Cause I seen it. It's like, no, that's money. That's marketing. That's mass. That's Halloween costumes. Ooh man, I love that cutter by Ruca.
That was smart with the way they rolled. They both rolled out of the ring.
Just whoop, nope.
Because Sinclair's coming back in now.
And oh my lord,
she's gonna go back in. Oh, that was
Emi
nice.
Sakura. Emi Sakura has. Okay, maybe I could do this with this figure. So she has her like this, and she's sitting on her. My lord. Now, hey, when you get a chance, man, you got to watch this match, man, because this is a good snug match.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it. Like I said, I DVR all the shows.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because that's what the rating that people don't realize that is the hot. I honestly believe the DVR ratings are higher than the live ratings.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think that.
Because I mean, think about it. Like, when's the best time for it? We live in this internet world where people are now streaming cable television rather than just watching it traditionally through cable. Like, we get ours through YouTube TV. We have a cloud that is unlimited. So we can watch wrestling whenever the heck we want. So,
Exactly.
you know, And for somebody like me who doesn't get off of work until like 7:30, 8 o'clock, you know, oh man.
Then you throw in the other show. Uh-oh. Damn, are they gonna put her through the? Ooh, and that broke easy. Damn, they just put Zaria through the table, the announcer's table.
Oh! She goes out of there like,
what a freaking neckbreaker by Giulia on the apron.
I know.
And now Wren is just walking in like,
She can't get anybody up. She can't get anybody up. How is Sol
nice
Ruca
drop
back
kick.
up from that net breaker? My
Ooh, that was a nasty drop kick off the apron. I hope she's okay, because that's... Wow, what a... Yo, Sol Ruca. That... Yo. That was a perfect moonsault dive.
Oh, man.
Why are they replaying freaking Zaria going through the table? Replay that damn moonsault. There you go. Man, that was beautiful. Okay, the statement I'm going to make isn't a shot at this wrestler, but the way Sol Ruca wrestles is probably what they anticipated. Oh my lord! What a move by Sol Ruca! Yo, she did the Tajiri!
Yeah. Now here comes Stephanie.
Man, this is awesome. We got 2 women's matches that are awesome right now.
Yep.
We got Mina Shirakawa and Emi Sakura. Nice. Ooh, nice super kick by... Damn, and Emi Sakura just got... Oh, what a nasty backward... Oh, wait! Oh, no, she... Kick out by Mina. Man, when Stephanie Vaquer showed up her first night in WWE, I would not be surprised if it's a callback in the future. The first person to meet her was Damian Priest. When I saw that, I'm like, I hope they put them 2 together on screen, because that's a freaking look. Uh-oh.
Giulia and Stephanie stare down.
Yep, there we go. Sling blade. Oh, kick. Yo, this match has been going on for a while. So, folks, those of you who are tuning in, this is the WWE NXT Deadline and AEW Collision live reaction. Oh, that was so dope. She rolled over the ref. The ref was bent over. Mina ran off the rope, spun off the ref, and did the pin. Mina wins. Oh, man, what the hell? 1, 2, 3. You know what's crazy? And we don't have Roxanne Perez in, of course, not in this match because he's the champ.
Right.
Oh, my lord! Yo, did she just do a freaking...
Yeah, the cannonball with Giulia on her... Oh, no, don't put Giulia in the penalty box.
Oh.
But that was a sweet F5.
Ooh. All right, you're gonna want to watch this vignette video recapping Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May's history and stardom.
I mean, I briefly went over it on TikTok. Like, Mariah was introduced when Mina was coming back from an injury that she sustained via the Phoenix Splash that she took from Saya Kamitani. And that was pretty much Mina's transition into walking away from Tam Nakano and Cosmic Angels and going off and doing her own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if a lot of people should probably notice, but Tam has been a catalyst for a lot of changes in direction of character. For not just Mina Shirakawa, but for Saya Kamitani, and for also the returning Unagi Sayaka, who returned yesterday, or I should say this morning, last night in Japan. Unagi returning to Tam Nakano and basically slapping her in the face and possibly starting a feud with Tam. So not only does Tam have to worry about Saya, she now has to worry about Unagi.
Yo, this video package. This is, you know what? Shout out to AEW, man. Their video packages for, man, what would you say, for like 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
So actually, this whole year has been really good. Oh my lord. All right, let's see what else we got going on in the world. Man, the whole timeline on TikTok is Collision and Deadline. Like, it's just, that's the whole thing. And that is a beautiful thing.
We have less than 5 minutes left in this match. Giulia going for the glorious glorious driver, I should say.
So Ruca and Giulia got 1 pin each. And there is no overtime, right?
As far as I know, no.
You know what? If with 5 minutes left, I wish they would have had it like nobody got a pin. I kind of like your idea that it should have been nobody had a pin.
Should have been nobody has a pin until about the last 5 minutes. And now they're just Katsuyori Shibata-ing each other with these headbutts.
Oh, Lord. Man, I hope, man, you know what? I don't mind headbutts, but man, the way Rhea Ripley's been, like, some of these headbutts, man, they need to study how to do the damn headbutt.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm distracted. Great camera work. Go back to that one angle. Sorry, got distracted.
Because I'm like 10 seconds behind. Oh. I see what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Is she going to do the moonsault, Stephanie? Yeah, there's less than, what, 3 minutes left?
Yeah.
So, Ruca, wait a minute, she got the pin? Nope.
Wren Sinclair has spent the most time in the penalty box this entire match.
It's funny. You know what?
So we
I
have
would not be surprised. Okay, so we got Ruca, Zaria, and Giulia. Now Wren Sinclair. Nah. Stephanie.
everybody but Wren Sinclair
Yeah.
has a fall.
You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna have a double pin. The way this match is going, I would not be surprised if there's a double pin.
And I mean, as far as I know, New Year's Evil is a 2-night affair, I think. Went for the Tiger Fake kick, missed.
Uh-oh, we got Mark Briscoe. We got Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia in a promo. Oh yeah, they're wrestling each other. Wait a minute, is that the main event?
Should be. There's like 20 minutes left.
Hey, this is pretty dope. Mark Briscoe's like, man, this 2 years in a row, I ain't gonna win. And sometimes I think, man, I suck. Oh man. Yeah, buddy, you're gonna get.
Oh man, if she
removed
gets
for
this, if she gets this, we're not at all at one. Everybody's got one. And that means Sol Ruca's going to be in the penalty box for the remainder of this. Ooh.
Yeah, everybody got a pin for the women's Iron Man match. All right, here's the cover.
F5.
All right, we got Mark
Giulia's
Briscoe
got
and
it.
Daniel Garcia. Ooh, nice F5. Ooh, running knee bite. Uh-oh, Giulia's got one pin. So she's the leader with two. Uh-oh. Man, this is really fast. Oh, that's it. Giulia wins. Wow. Giulia won.
Good.
She got that last pin in like the last 20 seconds of the match. Wow.
Said that last pin on Sol Ruca in a minute really hurt her because there was only a minute left in the match and you got to spend 90 seconds in that penalty box.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I got to say, I like this match more than I like the men's match.
Yep.
This was cool. Because in the men's match, I forgot how it was, but like a few guys got like a couple pins early. Right away, it was like, oh, okay. All right, so Mark Briscoe and Daniel Garcia is the last match. Who is Daniel Garcia feuding with right now?
Nobody right now because we haven't seen Jack Perry since Daniel Garcia took the TNT title.
You know what? I was right. That was the match of the night.
It was.
Ooh, nice headlock. Man, that was a freaking that was the match of the night.
It was.
That was the match of the night. I would say the second match of the night was the freaking Lola Vice and Jada Parker. Those were the two best matches of the night. I take it you're watching Collision now?
Now I'm still watching the end of Deadline just to see if we get something.
Yeah.
And Stephanie's looking like she's getting ready to do something. If she doesn't do it now, she'll do it when Giulia challenges for the title.
Maybe it's me. Like, I see Stephanie there, but for some reason she doesn't fit visually. Like, she stands out, but it's not like stand out like, oh, she just doesn't. Oh, we get the credits at the end of a PLE.
Yeah. All right. Now back to Collision.
Oh, damn! What a chop by Mark Briscoe. Man, every time Mark Briscoe comes on screen, my dad's like, man, he reminds me of the Boogie Woogie Man.
I mean, he does have the same like mannerisms.
Irish whip. Nice drop kick. Hey, have you seen the arena that they're gonna be having Grand Slam in Australia yet?
Yeah, I saw where they were gonna moved it to.
There's a shot that I don't think everybody was using like shit, a shot that's like looking at the stage, but I was able to find one like side by side. I was like, yo, that's a nice stadium. Let me see if I can find it online. His name is Chicken. Chicken, chicken, cluck, cluck, cow, go moo. Freaking Kung Pao Fist, man. That movie, man. That movie was stupid. The freaking
It
cow doing
was.
karate. Let's see.
It was stupidly entertaining, is what it was. Because I cannot remember like laughing so hard at just the silliness of that movie.
Okay, Brisbane Entertainment Center.
What a chop by Garcia and bicycle kick.
Nice. Okay, now, okay, I got it. Let's see if I could. Damn, nice forearm chop.
Mmm.
All right, here you go. This is a better shot, and I'm surprised nobody's used this photo. Let me see if I could.
That is a nice arena.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
That's nice.
but yeah, I kind of like your point about how they should use the entryway diagonally rather than just straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But that arena looks really nice. Because the other photos it shows it like looking like okay. So you see the black wall right here?
mm-hmm.
There's photos that are shooting from like this side, shooting this way.
Yeah,
So you don't see all this. And from this view, like you look at it, it's like, man, you can see an AEW event here. And it's gonna be loud and raucous. That's how it should be. Hey, did you watch the MLW Eric Bischoff thing?
Yeah, where he fired Alex Kane.
I didn't watch it. I was like,
I just saw the highlights of it because anything Eric Bischoff I can't get behind anymore.
me neither, man. It's not so much for those of you who are watching. It's not that it's like, it's like maybe you could back this up, but it's like in the world we live in, like we're kind of tired of like people doing things just out of spite and not out
It's
of
not even
information.
that. It's not even just out of spite. It's just more so out of the fact that they're doing it because they want to be. We could see like they could say all they want. Oh, I don't want nothing to do with wrestling ever again. But let's be completely honest. Eric Bischoff has a Legends contract with WWE. So of course he's not going to say anything ill will towards WWE. We
So
know he's doing it
he's gonna
because yeah, we know he's doing it because he has a contract with them, and if that contract runs out, he wants to continue to do business with them to keep getting checks. So, what better way than to continue to keep piling on and keep, you know, basically keep his lips across the posterior that is WWE. You know.
yeah, and it's to the point that even like I mentioned this before on our TikToks that I was like, man, like I don't think people are understanding the shift that's happening in entertainment
Mm-hmm.
where people want to escape. They don't want to be like bombarded with all this man, he said, she said stuff like that whole air. Literally, we've lived in this he said, she said era for like 10 years on social media. He said, she said, hearsay. That's all it's been.
What have I said that pro wrestling was since I got on TikTok? It's been my escape from reality. Pro
Yeah.
wrestling has been my escape from everything that has happened in the outside world, from politics to current events to things that are happening in my life personally. And believe me, ever since 2020, it's been rough. Let's just put it like that. But, you know, the fact that I have to sit here and listen to wrestling fans bicker and argue about which promotion is better when clearly you can watch whatever and enjoy whatever that is put in front of you. Because, I mean, let's be real, it's professional wrestling. There's something for everybody. You don't have to like what one promotion is giving you. You can always turn to another promotion. You can always enjoy little things from each promotion that you do you know, damn, that was a chop.
Damn.
But, everybody wants to play, this promotion is better, like it's their favorite sports franchise. But here's the kicker: none of these promotions will ever compete directly against one another like they do in the NFL or the NBA, the
Nope.
NHL, or Major League Baseball. You know, it's not like AEW faces WWE head to head like talent versus talent.
Yeah. And you
So
know what? To piggyback off what you said, not only is it wrestling fans picking which wrestling company's better, but I never thought about it. But it's like more wrestling fans spend more time diagnosing wrestling companies
yeah,
and what they're. I'm like, what? Yes, I think they should do. It's like, yo, like, are there things that I would like WB and AEW and all these other wrestling companies to improve on? Yes, but at the end of the day, like my criteria, and I've mentioned it on these lives before, my criteria for a wrestling show, whether it is good or not, when your show starts, everything that I went through the entire day, good or bad, if I watch your show for 2 hours, does it take my mind off of what I went through that whole day? If it doesn't do that job, I'm nope. No, it's not a good show.
hmm
Because any form of entertainment, whether it's wrestling, movies, music, hell, a cooking show, if it doesn't take your mind off of it, it's not a good show. That's the that's that's what it is. Yes, Obafemi's a beast. Love that dude.
And like I said earlier, I will not be surprised if Oba was the one that took out Eddie Thorpe.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I mentioned it on my Wednesday stream. This whole month in wrestling, it's a who done it. Literally,
Yeah,
in every company,
it
who
really
did it? Who took out Jey Uso? What was it in AEW?
who took
Who
out
attacked Camille?
Camille.
Then in NXT, who attacked Eddie Thorpe? And then, man, where else is it? Freaking Impact Wrestling. Do they have?
Do they have a whodunit storyline?
I think, man, I watched it. Man, who the hell? Who did they? I
Right now,
think
that's
they
where the
did
money
it.
is a whodunit storyline.
Yeah. Oh, nice clothesline. You know what would be a really cool wrestling angle? Have someone be a hacker and they hack a very popular wrestler and they don't know who it is. And of course, we'll be like, oh, create a new account. No, because the thing is, the wrestler can't promote his matches. So nobody knows. It's like, yo, what's up with your account?
You know who should be the hacker? Mustafa Ali. Because remember, he was supposed to have that gimmick in WWE. He
Like,
was supposed to have it.
I think that's what's missing in wrestling nowadays. You don't have enough wrestling characters that reflect what the average fan deals with in society. So that's why it's hard to get behind a uh, a wrestler. Ah, there we go.
I totally agree. Sorry, I've been responding to people's texts. People asking me what I'm doing for New Year's. I'm like, I don't know. I work that night. Oh no, I work, but I get off at 7:30.
Yeah, you know what? For me, I'm really, I guess, because I know what's coming in January. I'm not in the mood to celebrate. Like, what the hell are we celebrating going into a? Like, am I wrong?
It's hmm. I think about since 2016. Anytime we celebrate a new year, I really have had nothing really to celebrate. To be honest, you
I don't blame you.
know, when we were going into 2020, I was just like, I don't care. And then we went into 2021, and like I said, that was the tail end of 2020. I lost my grandmother, and in 2021, in the lost my uncle, um, caught COVID. Um, so that was yeah. But however, I was able to move out in 2022 of my parents' place, so that was nice. But at the tail end of 2022, I lost my best friend. And then in 2023 in the summer, lost my, lost another uncle. And now here we are at the tail end of 2024, lost my dad. So I've lost 5 people in a span of 4 years.
And folks,
So
this is why we watch wrestling because a lot of people deal with what he said, and it's an escape. And that's why the City of Wrestling motto is for those of you who haven't watched wrestling in a long time or don't have time to watch. This is just to have an escape and everything. Yeah, it's been for 2020. I knew something was up because when I celebrated the New Year, the place I was celebrating at, they got into a fight, and I'm like,
uh,
"Is this a precursor to what's going to happen in 2020?" And sure enough, I was like, "Oh crap!"
yeah. I look at it like this: we're going into 2025, and I look at it like it's just another year. And what's going to happen to me this time? You know,
Ooh, somebody lost a
We're getting
flat
to the
piece of.
tail end of this match.
Yeah. Oh, Danny Garcia's bleeding from the mouth. Ooh, that was didn't work. Hey, Gaijin, read the comment. Lost my dad in 2005.
This was sudden. I thought I would have a little bit more time with my dad. You know, I if you were up in here earlier, I explained that I went to my first Ring of Honor show with my dad. We had second row seats to the Kevin Steen farewell tour, and then he came with me to my second Ring of Honor show where we got a chance to see Motor City Machine Guns and the Briscoe brothers, and we had the time of our lives at that show. So,
Oh crap! So
what a
Mark Briscoe
match!
has 3. Hopefully, I can pull up the. Let me see if I can pull up the standings for the Continental Classic for you guys. And the first thing that pops up on my iPad is the scene from Gremlins where they sing the Christmas carols. Oh, there's an NBA game. Oh, crap. I wonder if they're setting up for Shane McMahon's arrival.
I would not be surprised if they are.
Who the hell's that? All right, let me see if I can find the. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can find the. How come this guy doesn't have the freaking? Hey! What would be the? Oh, now there's Marvel. But man, thank you guys for taking time out of your evening to watch this live reaction of Deadline and Collision. I gotta say, man, we watched both of them. Both shows were good.
They were.
They were good. I think for me, and I think for you as well. I think we both agree. The 2 matches that stood out for Deadline were the Iron Women's Survivor match and the
In the
NXT
underground
Underground
match.
match with Lola Vice and Jada Parker. Those 2 matches. And then,
I gotta say those
mhm,
that held my attention.
yeah,
So
everything else, like the men's, it's not necessarily they were bad. Like nothing, like tonight, nothing was bad on either show. Um,
no,
you kind of,
like
I want to
they were
say,
still good. They were
yeah,
still good shows. However, like the women really held it down for Deadline. Like
yeah,
and it's not because I'm a big fan of Giulia. I mean, everybody knows if you watch my content on any other platform, yeah, I'm a big Joshi fan. But the both women's matches held it down. Plain and simple, they did.
oh, give me 1 second. Let me see if there's something on YouTube. For those of you who are watching, there's a joke between me and Gaijin because one time we were doing a live reaction to Collision in MLW, and we were waiting for like 30 minutes for MLW, and then we get the notification, yeah, we're gonna show it tomorrow. Really, really. Now for Collision, I gotta say the yeah, the Darby Komander match. Actually, actually every match on this card was. But if there was 2 that was, I don't want to say on par, but just as good as the 2 matches on NXT, it would have to be Kyle
Mm-hmm.
Fletcher and Okada and Darby versus Komander. Those 2 matches
Yeah.
were amazing. Um, so yeah, you know what? Give me a couple minutes. Let me find the latest standings for the Continental Classic so I can show you guys, because I don't want to. Hey, who do the Vikings play? Do they? No, they play Thursday,
They
right?
play the Falcons tomorrow. And then next week they're on Sunday night playing the Bears. That's when they break out the Winter Warrior unis.
Ooh.
Which I find it funny that Chicago busted out their old their throwbacks with the white jerseys when they were the home team. And then Minnesota is going to be wearing their all white unis when they play the Bears on Sunday night next week.
Okay, I was able to find the brackets. All three brackets for the Continental Classic and the women's. Man, I'm brain locking right now. Forgive me, guys. All right, so I will go with the Women's Dynasty International Women's Qualifier. Man, I haven't been. I should say I haven't been. I'm always come across the information, but I haven't seen any updates to the not necessarily the ROH, CMLL, and Stardom qualifiers for the women's tournament. So if you guys can see, Jamie Hayter, Willow Nightingale, they will be next week's Collision. Ooh. So that should be good. The winner advances to the International Dynasty Cup, which will be on AEW Dynasty, or not AEW Dynasty, Wrestle Dynasty, Sunday, January 5th in the Tokyo Dome. So whoever wins this will face the winner of the ROH tourney, CMLL tourney, and who am I missing? ROH, AEW, and ROH, AEW, Stardom, and CMLL. Oh my God, I'm brain locking. So there you have it. So here you go. Here's the GOAT League. So here is the latest standing. So Darby's got 3, Claudio's got 6, Ospreay's got 3, Ricochet's got 3, Brody's got 3, Komander has 0. Again, Komander was a late fill-in for Juice Robinson. And then in the Blue League, freaking Kyle Fletcher, man, 9. So keep in mind, folks, there's 2 matches left. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, didn't they say that the semifinals would be held at World's End and then the finals?
I think so.
Yeah, so the top 2 in each league would go to World's End and then face each other. So here, for instance, right now would be Kyle Fletcher and, oh Lord. Okay, I just thought about something. So Kyle Fletcher beat Okada.
Yeah.
Okada has the chance to be the second person, and he has a rematch with Fletcher. Yo, that could happen. So we got, okay, so Kyle Fletcher has 2. Okada's got 2. Daniel Garcia, has 2 matches. Let's see, Briscoe. So Shelton Benjamin and Beast Mortals has to be fighting soon because they got 3 matches.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we go back to the GOAT League, yeah, we got 3 matches for Darby, Claudio, Ospreay, Ricochet, Brody, and Komander. So it would be Claudio and whoever wins between Darby, Ospreay. Yeah, this is still open up and everything. But man, guys, it has been really fun, man.
It has.
This has been a fun night. And I hope next week isn't as wild because it's Saturday night's main event and I think Collision started earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta check that out. But man, thank you again for tuning in. Those of you who tuned in, thank you. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the City of Wrestling. That way, you're notified when the City of Wrestling drops its latest content and goes live, as well as dropping the latest news, matches, segments, vignettes, music videos, interviews. Trying to think of what else has been posted in the community section. Pretty much anything that's wrestling that you guys haven't had a chance to watch and everything. Guys, and again, always, it has been a pleasure. Um, Folks, be on the lookout for probably more live streams um, here, and also be on the lookout for more possible live streams on City of Wrestling's Instagram channel on Fridays. That's something in the works. So be on the lookout for that. It will be fun. Um, Man, I got a lot of energy, man. You know what? Let me see. Let me find something. Let's see. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Oh, wait a minute. They showed a full episode of Saturday Night's Main Event on WWE Vault. Okay, give me a couple minutes, folks. Let me check this out real quick. Okay, this looks like it could be 1990 because the Ultimate Warrior is the champion, I believe.
Sounds like 1990.
Oh my God, they kept the no. He's the Intercontinental Champion.
So before Mania.
Yeah. Oh my God, these promos are awesome. Saturday Night's Main Event. I can do that.
That
Okay,
may
this
have
was
been
Thanksgiving.
the build-up. Oh, it's Thanksgiving, so it's probably the build-up to the Royal Rumble pre-WrestleMania.
Yeah. We got Bobby Heenan and Andre the Giant. Oh no, Macho Man's the world champion.
So it's 89. It's either 88 or 89.
88, because he said Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got the Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. Hey, did you ever hear the story of how he got the name Macho?
No.
So, or the Macho Man, he got it because when his baseball days, there was always a scuffle. And he was like the first one to be like brawling. So they called him Macho. Oh man, we got Ted DiBiase and Virgil. There's a lot of nostalgia here. And also it's like wild because like the only one alive so far in this thing, oh Lord.
Is
Oh, there's
Terry.
another. How did you know?
It
Oh man, how did you know?
just why? You know.
And you know what? Looking at this, it's wild to see how far wrestling has come from then and how far people have gone from where they were
Yeah.
then. Oh yeah, this brings
Yeah.
back memories, man. You know what? I think what WWE's doing, because from what I read, I don't think a lot of the legacy content that isn't WWE or something like that is going to be on the Netflix version internationally. So I think they might be dropping some of this stuff on YouTube.
Probably.
Oh yeah, they got the one-man gang in here. And you can guess who's on commentary.
Back again, another tutorial. We got my man Monty here on the chair, and we're going to be going over the steps on how to do a mid-fade with a trim and texture on top. you enjoy. Jump right into it. Just in.
Oh, they're in Indiana. Oh no, Sacramento. Well, I am not going to watch this because I saw it already, and I know who's wrestling in the main event, and I don't want to watch that person. So, again, guys, thank you so much, guys. For those of you tuning in, again, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the City of Wrestling. That way you're notified when the City of Wrestling drops its latest content and goes live. Man, I would tell you to follow this gentleman on TikTok, but we don't know what's going to happen with TikTok.
We don't know what's going to happen, but still follow me anyway. Light Skin Gaijin.
Yep.
And along all my other platforms.
Yes. I'm trying to, man, I really don't, man, I had a really good time, man. This was, man, for those of you who are watching, that shows you how good both Collision and Deadline were. They were fun shows to watch. Very fun and entertaining. It was interesting to see Kyle Fletcher defeat Okada. Did not see that. And then, of course, didn't expect Moxley to try to pour bleach down Orange Cassidy's throat, only for FTR to interrupt. That should be intriguing. But man, other than that, this was fun. So with that, got to call it a night. I got a long day ahead. I got to watch that Bears game tomorrow. They might actually win.
I'll be at work, especially when Minnesota plays. So, but I'll be tracking the score on my breaks. So we'll see what happens. Can't wait.
All right, guys, that is all. Tune in possibly Monday for Monday Night Raw live reaction. I don't know. I'll check it out. But I'll wait. That's why I told you guys to subscribe. That's what I tell you. All right, folks. Until next time, I'll see you then.
Later.